We begin today's wrestling news and rumors video with some big news regarding the 2023 Women's Royal Rumble winner, Rhea Ripley, and by all means it is great news for Rhea Ripley and her fans. As most of you are likely aware, a couple of nights ago on Monday Night Raw, Rhea Ripley announced which women's champion she will be challenging for WrestleMania 39, and Rhea decided to choose the reigning SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair, and there's definitely some history between Flair and Ripley, and clearly Rhea wants to right the ship and get that win over Charlotte Flair, and with the latest breaking news going around right now, that is exactly what's going to happen come WrestleMania this April. Rhea Ripley simply decided to choose Charlotte Flair because of the storyline that played out back in 2020, leading up to WrestleMania 36, which saw Charlotte Flair defeat Rhea Ripley on the grandest stage of them all that year to become the new NXT Women's Champion, and Rhea Ripley wants that WrestleMania win back. Not to mention that Charlotte Flair also ended Rhea Ripley's Raw Women's title reign the following year at Money in the Bank 2021, so again the history is definitely there between Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley. However, things will reportedly be much different this time around for Rhea Ripley during her feud with Charlotte Flair, because a new backstage report has leaked that Triple H and other backstage officials are planning for Rhea Ripley to triumph over Charlotte this time around, with it being heavily rumored that Rhea Ripley will in fact be defeating Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 39 to become the new SmackDown Women's Champion, with WWE apparently planning a massive push for Rhea Ripley during the second half of 2023, with most behind the scenes in WWE feeling as though Rhea Ripley has really come into her own as a performer during her time spent in the Judgment Day faction, and is one of the women's division superstars the company plan to push big time moving forward, and it will reportedly start with Rhea Ripley dethroning Charlotte of the SmackDown Women's title at WrestleMania 39. By all means, it is definitely great news that WWE plan to push Rhea Ripley in the future, as she is certainly a women's division superstar that the company can build the division around, as Rhea is still incredibly young at 26 and has a long future ahead of her. If these backstage rumors are true, Rhea Ripley will finally be getting her win over Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 39 this April, and become the new SmackDown Women's Champion. As of right now, it is unknown what the future holds for Rhea Ripley when it comes to the Judgment Day faction once Rhea does become champion, as it is possible that WWE will move on from that faction when it comes to Rhea Ripley and have her go solo on SmackDown after winning the title at WrestleMania. Regardless, let us know your thoughts on the big news that WWE are not only planning a massive push for Rhea Ripley this year, but that Rhea will be defeating Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Championship at WrestleMania 39. Do you feel like Rhea Ripley is ready for another reign as a women's champion in WWE, or do you feel like Charlotte Flair should once again get another WrestleMania win over Rhea Ripley, and that Rhea should just continue her alliance with the Judgment Day faction? Let us know your thoughts down in the comment section below. The huge topic among wrestling fans this week has definitely been in regards to the shocking conclusion of the 2023 Royal Rumble Premium Live event, which showcased Sami Zayn standing up to the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns and betraying the Bloodline for the sake of Sami's real-life best friend Kevin Owens. And this shocking moment was only followed by an even more surprising turn of events, as Jey Uso refused to go along with Solo Sikoa, Jimmy Uso, and Roman Reigns in the dismantling of Sami Zayn, and walked out of the ring and arena much to the dismay and horror of Roman Reigns. Jey Uso has unofficially quit the Bloodline, and things are only going to be getting more intriguing on Friday Night SmackDown as we build towards WrestleMania 39, if new backstage reports are true. There is a breaking new behind-the-scenes rumor going around that Triple H and other WWE officials are apparently planning for not only Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens to rekindle their friendship and alliance with one another, but also recruit Jey Uso to be a part of their faction, as they seek to destroy Roman Reigns and the Bloodline. As surprising as it may seem, Jey Uso's days in the Bloodline are officially over, and following WrestleMania 39, Jey will be embarking on yet another singles run on Friday Night SmackDown, which will see the return of main event Jey Uso. And in the meantime, Jey Uso will be aligning with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens as they attempt to overthrow the head of the table, Roman Reigns. And there is a backstage rumor that has leaked WWE plan for Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and Jey Uso to unleash an attack on Roman Reigns on SmackDown in the coming weeks, possibly even on this week's edition of the Blue Brand. But regardless of when it happens, Roman Reigns and the rest of the Bloodline will certainly have their hands full with this new alliance of main event Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens. Now, there have been rumors and rumblings that Vince McMahon could be preparing to sell WWE in the near future, and while the following rumor was proven to be inaccurate, at one point it was reported that Vince had sold the company to the Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund, and even though that has not officially happened yet, it is still a possibility, and former WWE superstar Al Snow seems to think that Vince McMahon will be selling WWE, and here's exactly what Al Snow had to say on the matter. Quote, "He's at a point where he was pushed out, and honestly because of his own irresponsibility and actions, he was pushed out. But he now, I think, clearly has a pending sale that was on the table, otherwise he could not have leveraged his way back in. It's a substantial benefit otherwise. He wouldn't have had the stroke, the power, the ability to walk back in the door. I think he's gonna sell it because, at the end of the day, it's his thing. And he's going to go out on top. He's not going to let it go under somebody else and then watch them destroy or ruin what he's done." Now, there's some that believe it is only going to be a matter of time before Vince sells WWE to one of the potential buyers out there, which could in fact be Saudi Arabia. But let us know if you guys feel WWE will be sold soon, or is this just a rumor that likely won't come to fruition? There has recently been a bit of news that has caused some fans to worry as to whether or not John Cena will be able to make it in time for WrestleMania 39, because it has just been reported that John Cena's currently working on a movie in Melbourne, Australia titled Ricky Stenicki, and the production of this movie is apparently set to take place throughout February and March. And what this means is that John Cena will be extremely busy during the build-up to WrestleMania 39, as the showcase of the Immortals takes place at the beginning of April, and if Cena's tied up with this movie for all of February and March, it leaves very little time for WWE to build up a John Cena match for the WrestleMania card, which was previously rumored to be either Logan Paul or most likely United States Champion Austin Theory. However, according to one of our sources, despite John Cena's hectic schedule right now, the 16-time world champion fully intends to perform at WrestleMania this year, and will do whatever it takes to make it happen. And while Cena likely won't be appearing very much on Raw or SmackDown heading into WrestleMania, it has been reported the John Cena and Austin Theory match is nearly a lock for WrestleMania 39, which is great news.